The shopping place I visit most often is Yongmo Hadong in Hanoi. It's quite modern and easy to get to by bus. I usually go there once or twice a month, especially on weekends when I have free time. Most time I buy clothes, skincare products, books, or some snacks. Sometimes I just go to shopping with my friends. Um, there are several reasons that I love this place. The first thing, there are many different stores, restaurants, and even a cinema. The motorway cleaned spaces and well organized, so shopping there is very comfortable. I think it's a silent shopping destination because there are plenty of choice, the price are reasonable, and customer service is friendly. Even if I don't buy anything, I still enjoy spending time in here.
Thank you for that response. It covered all the key points of the topic very well. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.0. In terms of fluency and coherence, you spoke at a good pace with natural pauses, though there were a few minor hesitations. Your vocabulary was appropriate, using words like modern and spacious. For grammar, there were a couple of slip-ups, such as saying the price are reasonable, which should be prices are, and enjoy spend time, which should be enjoy spending time. A better natural version of your answer would be, the shopping place I visit most often is Yanhua in Hanoi. It is quite modern and easily accessible by bus. For a higher band sample answer, you could expand on the specific features or unique experiences the mall offers. Now let's move on to the next question. Describe a place in another country where you would like to work for a short time.
Uh, I think one place I really like to visit in the future is Switzerland. Since it's quite far from Vietnam, I would probably travel there by plane. If I have a chance, I would visit beautiful mountains, peaceful lakes, and small villages. I'd, I'd also like to try local food, take scenic rides, and experience the slowly landscape. I have quite want to visit Switzerland because the country is famous for its stunning nature, scenery, and clean environment. I think it could be the perfect destination to relax, take beautiful photos, and experience a completely different culture. Visiting Switzerland and have been one of my biggest travel dreams for a long time.
Thank you. That was a lovely description of your dream destination. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.5. Your fluency was quite good, with a nice pace and clear ideas, though there were a couple of minor grammatical slips, such as saying visiting a Switzerland instead of visiting Switzerland, and have been instead of has been. Your vocabulary was descriptive, using phrases like stunning natural scenery and scenic rides. A corrected natural version of your answer would be, the place far away I would like to visit in the future is Switzerland, and since it's far, I would probably travel there by plane. Now let's move on to the next question. Describe a home that you like to visit but did not want to live in.
To describe a home, today I would like to talk about a house I want to visit, but it's not really my cup of tea. Um, it's in my grandmother's house in countryside. It's traditional house surrounded by a large garden with lots of flowers and fruit trees. The atmosphere is peaceful and the air is very fresh. I usually visit during my family gathering or holidays. I enjoy having my mother cooking meal and spending time with my relatives. Although I love visiting this house, I couldn't want to live there uh, per- permanently because it's quite far from the city. There not have many universities, shopping centers, or job opportunities nearby. I think it's perfect for relaxing but not very convenient for daily life.
That was a lovely description of your grandmother's home, and you explained very well why it's not convenient for daily life. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.5. Your fluency was quite good with a natural flow of ideas, but there were a few grammatical errors, such as saying describe of home instead of describe a home, and they not have instead of there are not. A corrected natural version of your answer would be, today I would like to talk about a house I want to visit, but it is not really my cup of tea. It is my grandmother's house in the countryside. Now let's move on to the next question. Describe a city that you have been to and enjoy visiting.
Today I'm gonna talk about Ba Vì, which is the city I'm sorry, Ba Vì not a city. Next I changed my answer.
No problem at all. Take a moment to think of a city you have visited and enjoyed, and just let me know when you're ready to describe it.
Today I'm gonna talk about Hanoi, which is capital of Vietnam. I have been there many times because I often travel to Hanoi for studying and sightseeing. Every time I visit, I discover something new. I usually visit famous attractions like Hoàn Kiếm Lake, the Old Quarter, and Temple of Literature. Of course, I never miss a chance to enjoy local food such as pho, bún chả, and egg coffee. I really enjoy visiting Hanoi because it's perfectly combine modern life with traditional culture. The city is lively, full of history, and has delicious food everywhere. That's why I always look forward to come back.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts about Hanoi. That was a very descriptive and engaging response. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.5. Your fluency was quite natural with a good rhythm, though there were a few minor grammatical slips, such as saying which is capital instead of which is the capital, and full of head story instead of full of history, and look forward to come back instead of look forward to coming back. A corrected natural version of your answer would be, today I would like to talk about Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. I have been there many times because I often travel to Hanoi for studying and sightseeing. Now let's move on to the next question. Describe a place you have visited that you think is a good place to live.
Today I'm gonna talk about Da Nang, which is one of the best places to live in Vietnam. I visited Da Nang during a summer holiday with my family a few years ago. Although it isn't a big city in Vietnam, it has everything people need. People can enjoy beautiful beach, fat seafood, clean streets, and many parks. Public services are also quite good, and traffic isn't as crowded as in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. I could definitely recommend Da Nang because it offers a high quality of life. The environment is clean, the people are friendly, and life seems less stressful. Because in here Da Nang have a beach, so we can relax with the sunsets in the sea, on the sea. I think it's especially suitable for young families and retired people.
Thank you for that wonderful description of Da Nang. You painted a very vivid picture of why it's such a great place to live. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.5. Your fluency was quite good with a nice rhythm, though there were a few minor grammatical slips, such as saying one of the best place instead of one of the best places, and lie seemed less stressful instead of life seems less stressful. A corrected natural version of your answer would be, today I would like to talk about Da Nang, which is one of the best places to live in Vietnam. I visited Da Nang during a summer holiday with my family a few years ago. Now let's move on to the next question. Describe a tall building in your city you like or dislike.
Okay, one building I really like to visit is wait a minute. Net. One of tall buildings that I really like is Norte Center, Hanoi. It's located on Liễu Street and is one of the tallest buildings in Hanoi. It includes office, a shopping mall, restaurants, and a hotel. A building has modern glass design, so it looks very impressive, especially at night when all the lights are on. One of its most popular attractions is the observation deck, where visitors can enjoy amazing view of the city. I like this building because it presents a model development of Hanoi. When I visit it, I feel excited because I can shop it and in the beautiful skyline all in one space.
That was a fantastic description of the Lotte Center, which is exactly what I assume you mean by the North Asia Center. For this part, I would estimate your band score to be around 6.5. Your fluency was quite good with a steady pace, but there were a few grammatical errors, such as saying include office instead of includes offices, a building has instead of the building has, and using skylight when you probably meant skyline or view. A corrected natural version of your answer would be, one tall building I really like is the Lotte Center on Liu Zai Street, which is one of the tallest buildings in Hanoi. Now we'll continue with another question from your list.
Yes.
Alright, let's